The morning was calm, yet filled with the promise of discovery. The first rays of sunlight spilled over the mountains, bathing the rocky path in golden light. The air was cool and fresh, carrying the distant songs of birds, while the ground beneath my boots crunched with every step. With my torch in hand, a spray bottle at my side, and my trusted hammer and chisel, I began my hunt for diamonds. The first diamond. As I walked along the ridge, a sudden glimmer caught my eye. At first, I thought it was just dew sparkling in the sun, but when I moved closer, I saw it. A faint shine buried deep within a hard rock. My heart raced. I knelt down, sprayed water over the rough surface, and the sparkle grew sharper, clearer. I positioned my torch to inspect it from different angles, confirming it was no ordinary stone. Then, with my hammer and chisel, I began the work. The first few strikes rang loudly in the silence, echoing across the valley. The stone was stubborn, every blow scattering chips and dust. My hands grew tired, but I refused to stop. Slowly, cracks formed, and at last, with one final strike, the rock gave way. There it was, a pure diamond, clear, flawless, and radiant in the morning light. I held it carefully, turning it in my hand as it scattered the sunlight into shimmering beams. I placed it safely aside, my determination growing stronger. The second diamond. I pressed forward, my eyes scanning every rock and crevice. The sun was climbing higher, its rays piercing through the trees and guiding me further into the mountain. Soon, I found another glimmer, deeper, harder to reach. This one was trapped inside a thick wall of stone. I sprayed water, wiped the dirt, and studied it closely under the torchlight. Then I struck, again and again, each strike echoing like a drumbeat. Sweat ran down my forehead. My arms ached. But the thought of uncovering another gem kept me going. After what felt like an eternity, the stone finally cracked. Dust clouded the air, and as it cleared, I saw it. The second diamond, larger and sharper than the first. Its glow was stronger, as if it had been waiting centuries for this moment. I cleaned it gently, admiring its flawless beauty before placing it next to the first. The third diamond. Exhausted but driven, I continued my search. The mountain air grew warmer, carrying the scent of pine and earth. Then, just ahead, I spotted it, the third glimmer. Unlike the first two, this one was partly exposed, almost as if the earth itself was offering it to me. I crouched, sprayed water across the surface, and the gem lit up brilliantly under the sunlight. With steady hands, I used my chisel to loosen the edges, striking carefully to avoid damage. The rock cracked slowly, and piece by piece, the gem revealed itself. When it finally came free, I lifted it with both hands. A perfectly shaped diamond, shining with unmatched clarity. I placed it beside the first two, all three glistening in the morning light like stars fallen to earth. The reward of the hunt. Standing there, looking at the three diamonds I had uncovered, I felt a rush of pride and awe. Every strike, every effort, every drop of sweat had been worth it. The mountain seemed alive, whispering its secrets only to those patient and determined enough to listen. I tightened the pouch around my waist, knowing this was not the end, but only the beginning. Because treasures like these are never given easily. They are earned.